Andrew McCart, IFLTV, delighted to be joined by Mr. Sam Hickey. Sam, I missed your press conference yesterday. I don't know what was said, but I'm pretty sure you basically said that this guy is getting knocked the F out. Am I right?
Yeah, something along those lines. Just what about the pot's good, mate. If the knockout comes, it comes, you know. But yeah, just put on a good performance tomorrow and have people talking about me, because it's been a wee while since I boxed. So
Well, that's it. Obviously, when you've got somebody like with your amateur pedigree and the likes, and you got a little bit of hype behind you, you've been pro probably just over a year now.
yeah,
And
14 months.
this is only your fourth fight.
Yeah, 4 fights.
Realistically, you should have had 8 fights by now, 7 or 8 fights.
Yeah.
Has it been frustrating for you not getting the fights?
Yeah, a wee bit. You know, it's just something I'm trying to I'm kind of learning on the job what the pro game's like, you know, and it's just a bit frustrating sometimes. But you know, as long as I'm active next year, then it's fine. You know, I'm going to get to where I'm going to get to regardless. And you know, like you see people fighting 8, 9, 10 times in a year, but they're fighting people who are just proper like journeymen who they're not really learning anything off of. But you know, I've kind of fought guys that have, like, the last 2 opponents have both had winning records and stuff, and then this guy on Saturday night, he's 7-7, so he has a go. Everybody who he's fought, other than I think Aaron Bowen boxed him, he's the only one that never took a round off it, but he did have some success. So he's always had success in these fights, and he's pushed a lot of people close and stuff. So boxed at a good level as an amateur. So it's a good opponent for me, and he comes forward. It's not like my last opponent where he just never even gave me nothing for the whole time, you know, and that was a bit frustrating for me, because I'm coming from a good level amateur, and you're coming into the pros where boys are just not wanting to. Well, they're talking it and at the weigh-in and that, saying they're going to show everybody, and then it comes to the fight and they're just not interested. So this guy on Saturday's the complete opposite. He doesn't say a word, but he still comes and have a fight. So it's good. So it'll make for a good fight on Saturday, and people are going to get to see what I'm all about with somebody who's actually coming.
We've seen that in your second fight.
Yeah, but like this guy's tough. He's really tough, and he throws punches. Do you know what I mean? And
that's what you want.
Yeah, and like he's experienced. You know, it's like I can box good, and you know, put in a good performance here, and you know, show everybody what I'm all about, basically. So it's like it's good. It's good. I need to keep learning in this stage of my career. You know, I've only had 4 fights, so every fight I want to. Well, come Saturday, I'll only have 4 fights, but I want to be learning in every fight. You know, I don't want to just fight guys who run away. I want to fight people who are going to teach me something different. You need to get the odd fight where it's like a bit negative and stuff, because you might end up coming across somebody like that later on in your career. But you know, I want to learn something different every fight, something that I've never maybe seen before in the amateurs or in sparring or whatnot. You know, because then it's just going to make me a better fighter.
Obviously, with the disappointment of 2 fighters, obviously Frankie Stringer getting pulled off the card, and then obviously Blair Cobbs falling ill, I believe. You've been bumped up now to the main card on BBC 3.
Yeah.
More eyes on you. Again, time to showcase what you're made of, and you've probably, what you've just described there, you've got the perfect opponent to do that.
Yeah, 100%. You know, whenever I had success in the amateurs and stuff, it was from people coming for me and putting punches together and making me like have to work, really. So it should make me look half decent.
That's what I'm saying, but like it's terrestrial TV, BBC 3,
Yeah.
people just flicking through the channels might, there's unboxing on, Sam Hickey there, so you're going to have a lot of eyes on you tonight.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope like everybody can tune in and watch and see what's coming, and you know, back me, especially everyone from Scotland. You know, back me, because I'm hoping to get back boxing home next year. So yeah, definitely tune in.
Well, I spoke to Mr. Shalom and I said, when are you coming to Scotland? Sam Hickey's right there. He said he'll be headlining in Dundee next year. That's what he told me.
Yeah, well, we'll see what comes. You know, it's like a focus on this weekend, and then we can see what's coming in the new year. But I'd love to box in Dundee at some point, but I want to be active, and that's the main thing. You know, I'm promising everybody back home some sort of fight in Dundee or anywhere in Scotland. So, because everybody's coming down, like I think I had 2 weeks' notice for this fight, and I've taken just shy of 90 people down. I think so. It's good numbers. Like last fight we're taking like 160 odd down. In January we're taking 170. Do you know, it's good. Like, people still making an effort to come like 5 days before Christmas. A lot of people who come down to watch my fights, and I've got kids and stuff, and you know, they've obviously, a lot of them can't make it because they've got other commitments. So it just shows you that I've still got good backing, and you know, all the support. It means a lot, and we need to take that back home. I need to box back home, because then it just means that easier for these people to come. And then, you know, some people might not be able to come to these fights because of their own situation and stuff. They might just be able to come to the fight in Dundee because it's a lot easier. So, you know, it could multiply and keep multiplying and multiplying, and eventually you end up in arenas. You know, look at Callum Simpson.
Yeah, and he'd done that early on in his career.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So again, who say you can't do that?
Yeah, you don't need to be fighting for a British title to get an excuse to come home and box in Dundee. Do you know what I mean? I could box in Dundee in a good 8 or 10 rounder and sell it out. Do you know what I mean?
Celtic title could be there.
Yeah,
or something
anything,
like that.
anything. It's just like, if you sell the tickets and it's a good fight and it's commercially decent, then I don't see why not. But we'll see what comes.
The middleweight division right now is like the way you're talking as well. You want to be busy next year, and you don't want the typical journeyman that's just going to be negative. You want somebody that's going to come to fight. That being said, the middleweight division right now is heating up. I mean, we've got our own Aston Brown, a countryman of ours, and then we've also got George Leonard and Jimmy Sains and all the guys down in England who are very, very good fighters. Again, this is only your fourth fight, so you're still going to learn the pro game. You're probably a little bit behind these guys in terms of when are you going to fight them.
Yeah.
But can you envision you fighting these guys in the near future?
Yeah, well, to be fair, I don't really think about even fighting any of these guys because you never know what's going to happen in their careers and what's going to go down with them and who they're going to fight or whatnot. You know, some of them might not even be boxing in a couple of years. You never know with certain boxers or whatnot. And you know, if the fight's happen, then it happens. Like, I would fight anybody, and I think, well, 99% of boxers are all the same. They'll fight anybody if it's right and it makes sense for them and their career and stuff. So, yeah, but you see myself fighting for big titles and, you know, headlining shows and British titles, whatever, and hopefully surpass that and go into European and world or whatnot. You know, but it's just timing, and we'll see what comes in the next couple of years.
Obviously, Scottish boxing's, we've always had talent, let's say. But like I say, we need that fighter now. And I keep mentioning this to you because it might be you. It could be you. And it probably will be you in terms of being that guy, being that next. I'm not saying you're going to be the next Scott Harrison, Alex Arthur, Ricky Burns, Josh Taylor. There's that gap now. Do you feel pressure when I say that to you that, oh shit, I'm going to be that guy in Scotland? Am I that guy in Scotland? Do you want to be that guy in Scotland that carries that flag for us and puts on these big hydro shows?
No, obviously I would love to box in the hydro and headline shows and have everybody talking about you in Scotland and that, but you know, there's good people doing it in Scotland as well. Just now when Nathaniel and that are boxing,
Daniel Collins, yep.
Yeah, he headlined in the Bury Head and he's doing it on the Queensberry shows and stuff, and there's a lot of Scottish talent underneath him, so it's great to see, and I'm obviously doing my thing down fighting on these shows in England and just working my way up, and you know, hoping that eventually when I do get back there I've got a bit of a fan base and it just tickets fly out the door. I'm
pretty sure they do fly out the door, but I'm glad you mentioned that because it does seem like right now with the crop that we've got with the, let's say, Rhys Lynch's and the Alex Arthur Juniors and the wee Marcus Sutherland and all these guys, and we've got a great crop of young fighters coming through, and yourself around about the same area as well, so we could get a cluster.
Yeah, I don't see any pressure or nothing like what you're saying. I don't find no pressure of that. It's you know, this is my career. This is what I wanted to do since I was a kid. So this stuff that we're talking about, it's like the stuff I've dreamed of since I was 10, 11, 12 years old. You know, boxing as an amateur for Scotland and that, and watching the likes of Josh Taylor and, you know, and seeing them in the Scottish Championships as an amateur, and then seeing what they've done now. You know, it's like you need to believe in yourself a wee bit to go and do these things. So yeah, there's no pressure of that. But yeah, like you're saying, there's a great crop of boxers coming through, and we're all kind of similar ages and different personalities and stuff, and you know, and it's good to see, and hopefully I get there and you know, can give fighters and stuff like more opportunity, and hopefully like Matty McHale and stuff, like he's also doing well. Matty, he's meant to be fighting for the British title and stuff again, so it's like there's loads of good fighters, and you can make a great card, but you know, time will tell. There's obviously a lot going on up in Scotland with Queensberry and stuff, but hopefully I'm the next coming after that. I'm
pretty sure you will be. Like I said, for 2026, what are you hoping for? If we're sitting here this time next year, where would you like your career to be?
I don't know. I want to be a lot more experienced, you know, in a pro ring. You know, it's all good in that having an amateur career, but it's completely different. And I want to be in with good opposition, and you know, maybe have some sort of title, but you know, coming for the British and stuff like that, and maybe for domestic fights and whatnot. You know, it's that's what I want really, and obviously I want to fight in Scotland. Just learning and activity and stuff, because this year's not really been so active, but it is what it is. You know, we keep moving, and I'm always in the gym. That's the thing. Even though I'm not boxing, I'm still in the gym. I'm in Sheffield every week, regardless of if I'm fighting or not. You know, that's one thing that, you know, everybody who knows me and that knows that I give up a lot. I train away from home. You know, I spend time away from family, friends. You know, and make sure that I'm always in the gym and giving everything, because you know, you never know in this game. You get a call 4 or 5 weeks notice and you need to fight, so you need to be on it all the time.
Definitely. One final one from me. Like I say, BBC Three, a lot of eyes on you. Big.
Yeah.
That First Strike Bank Arena is a fantastic arena to box. I don't know if you've been there
Yeah,
before.
it looks quality. I seen the video the other day. Obviously, I'm weighing in ceremonial stuff.
Yeah, tonight.
At
Yeah.
6 o'clock. So yeah, it'll be good.
A lot
to
of eyes
see,
on you.
see the
BBC Three,
arena.
like I say, fantastic arena to box in. What can we expect from yourself tomorrow
Yeah, just
night?
a good performance. You know, I've been training hard and want to showcase what my skills are, and you know, if I can put this fella away, even though he's tough in that, it'd be great because he's never been stopped. So that'd be a good wee Christmas present for me, and I can go into the new year happy and active next year hopefully.
Definitely. Sam, won't keep you much
one,
longer, man.
Nice one.
Right, I'll see you at the ceremonial. Thanks, mate.